Morning everyone, welcome to Thursday's Gentle Yoga. Hope you're all well. Hope you enjoyed yesterday's session for Fitness Day over on the Give Get Go page. We're back on the TLC Facebook page today, ready for our gentle session. If it's your first time practicing, take it easy. Just go at your own pace. This is a really gentle class, so you'll be absolutely fine. If you, obviously I can't see you, so please, if you come to any postures that bring you pain or discomfort, please back out of them. Take a little break and then just rejoin us when you're ready. Either lie down, just come to a comfortable seat, take a child's pose, and also please make sure you've got plenty of space to practice in. I think that's all the housekeeping out of the way, so we can make a start. We are going to start on in fact, we'll start seated today, I think. So we'll start in a comfortable seated position. If you come to sit, either cross-legged or with your legs straight out in front of you, whatever is most comfortable for you. Oh, I'll also mention we're going to use at some point a strap. If you don't have a strap, then a scarf, long belt towel will do. It's just to help us with our reclined and seated forward folds. So the belt of a dressing gown would work, a big towel kind of rolled up would work, anything that you've got to hand. Okay, so we're going to start by coming to relax in this posture. So moving the flesh away from the sit bones, coming up nice and tall in the spine. If your legs are out in front of you, you can gently rest your hands next to you to keep you up nice and tall. If you're seated like this, you can do that as well. I tend to rest my hands on my knees, either palms down or palms up. Feel a lift in the crown of the head and draw the shoulders down away from the ears. And gently close the eyes or lower the gaze. And just take a moment to make any movements or adjustments you need to make just so that you are comfortable. If you want to sit up on a block or a folded blanket or a couple of cushions, it's great too. And then when you feel comfortable here, just come to focus on the breath. Turn your attention inwards. Just focus on your natural breath as it flows in and out of the body. Continue breathing. And now come to focus on the breath in a way that makes it longer and smoother. So inhaling through our nose, out through our nose. Belly rises and falls as we breathe. And each breath is just that little bit longer and smoother. Maybe see if you can make your exhales just a few counts longer than your inhales. And then once you're comfortable in this breath, you might want to place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And just connect with the body as you feel it move with the breath. And then gently opening the eyes and staying with that breath. You're just going to bring your hands down by your side and we'll start to move with the breath. So inhaling, nice and slowly, staying with the inhale. Fingers touch and exhale. And again, long, smooth inhale. Take a little pause and then exhale. Nice, long exhale right to the end of that breath. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Lovely. And sweep the fingers in front of you, clasp them, and then turn them out. And hold here, nice and tall. And then inhale up. Take a stretch to the left. Back through center, take a stretch to the right. Back through center. Lower the arms. Release the fingers, take the hands out wide. Fingers spread, reaching as far as you can to either side. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring the arms around to give yourself a hug. Maybe take a gentle rock from side to side. I love the way when we do this that the arms make a heart shape. And then take it out. I'm going to do the same again. This time I'm going to cross the arms in the opposite direction. Give yourself that hug and then bow the head. Shoulders down away from the ears. Bowing the chin to the chest and staying with that breath. Raising the head, taking the arms out. And then releasing the hands. You bring the hands to the knees. You're going to reach up with the right hand as far as you can. And then as you imagine you're pulling something down from the sky, reach up with the left hand. Bring it down, reach up. It's almost as if you are climbing a rope, but we're not kind of stacking the hands one on top of each other. We're simply reaching center and pulling down. And feel that reach and lift come all the way from your seat, up through the hips, the waist, up through the side body. Lovely. That's great. Now take your hands behind you. Fingertips gently grazing the mat. And then from here, you're going to fold forward. And you might get to here today, that's absolutely fine. Just keep the spine and the neck nice and long, gazing down at the floor in front of you. Choose a spot. If you come down further, you might want to walk your fingertips a little bit further back as a bit of a challenge. And you might just gaze straight down at the mat. And then come all the way up. Walk your hands a little bit further behind you. Open out the chest. Gentle back bend here. You can carry on gazing forward, or you can take the gaze up and maybe back. And then release. Lovely. Slide your right fingertips out. Only come as far as you're able to keep your seat completely on the floor. So you don't want to start tipping out of your seat. And then raise that left arm up. I'm just going to make circles with the arms. And opposite way. I hear a few little crunches and crackles in your shoulder. That's okay. I'm going to take it to the opposite side. Make sure you don't tip out of your seat. Come to that perfect spot. And bring the arm up. And the opposite direction. Lovely. So from here, we're going to take a twist. So we're going to bring both arms into the air. And then as we'll inhale here, and as we exhale, we're going to bring the right hand to the left knee, left hand behind. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist. Back through center. Take it to the opposite side. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist. Bring it back to the center. Now, if you have got your legs out in front of you for this next posture, so anyone who's cross-legged, just stay cross-legged. If you do have your legs out in front of you, you can take a gentle bend in the knee. And as we walk our hands forward, you're just going to walk your fingertips alongside your legs. When we move to the opposite side, you can come over to this side of the legs and then to the other. If you've got your legs crossed, so I'm going to sit up tall, take the arms wide, and walk the fingertips forward. We'll just hold here. Again, this is a nice open posture. We're not curling or scrunching our body. And then we're going to start to walk the hands over to the right. Hold here for a moment. And walk back through center to the left. Slide down, back up. We're going to cross the legs in the opposite direction. We're going to do the same again. If you've got your legs out in front of you, you're just going to do the same again, or you can sit this one out. It's entirely up to you. Walking forward. Staying up on our fingertips. I know you might not be able to see my fingertips, but making like a little dome shape with the fingertips. Gazing at the floor. We're not looking down, we're looking forward. Then we'll take it over to the left. And we'll feel the stretch in the inside of the thighs. Maybe in the lower back. Walk to the right. And come all the way back. So now we're going to come, well, we've got two options. We are going to move into cat-cow, waking up the spine. You can either do it seated, if you prefer to stay seated, if you have trouble being on your knees. So what we're going to do if you're deciding to stay here is just inhale, open out the chest, take the gaze up. Exhale, Navel to spine, round the back, chin to chest. Inhale like this. And exhale. In fact, let's all do this together, just for the moment. Because we'll move it into hip circles just for now. So after you've taken a few rounds of cat-cow, start taking this movement, moving your hips in circles. And these circles can be as big or as small as you like. You can take it one way and then the other. You can kind of isolate the movement and just move kind of on the spot as if you're using a hula hoop. Or just wake up a little bit in the hips if you want to take it deep all the way around. That also feels great. Lovely. Then we'll carry on with cat-cow. If you're seated, carry on what we've just been doing. If you want to shift over to all fours, please feel free to either fold your mat in or use some cushions or folded blankets to support your knees if you need to. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. You're going to keep the fingers spread nice and wide. You're going to inhale, lower the belly, raise the gaze. Exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Lower the belly and raise the gaze. Round the back, chin to chest. Keep going. Then come to a flat back. If you're on your knees and feel comfortable, stay in this way. We're going to come into a child's pose. So tops of the feet flat on the mat. You send the heels back to the hips. And your arms can either come down by your side or you can keep them out. And you can lower your head to the mat, but if the mat's a little bit too far down for you, you can put a block or a couple of cushions in front of you just to bring the floor to you. If you're seated and you're not on your knees, just rest in a comfortable seat. Place your hands in your lap or on your knees and just close the eyes. Staying with that nice smooth breath here. And then wherever you are, we're going to transition onto our bellies. So if you're seated, just gently make your way down. If you're in your child's pose, you're just going to shift your way up and over. Come on, all the way down. Slowly bring yourself down. Lovely. So you're going to bring your hands wider than the mat, legs together, tops of the feet flat on the mat, forehead on the mat. And then you're going to inhale, peel the head, chin, chest up off the mat, gazing forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up again. Exhale, lower. Lovely. Then bring the hands under the shoulders, elbows bending backwards. Push up to your mini cobra. And then lower. Make a triangle with your forearms and clasp your hands into a kind of fist here. And then you're going to slide your right leg, bend the knee up to the side. And here you can rest your head on your hands, or you can just press up and out of the forearms, gazing forward. And then slide the leg back down. You can do the same on the opposite side. Bend that knee, slide the leg. And bring it down. Lovely. You're going to bring your arms out in front of you. Forehead down on the mat. So I'll keep mine a little bit up so you can hear me. We're just going to lift the right arm. Bring it down, then the left arm. Bring it down, then the right leg. Bring it down, then the left leg. Remember to keep your forehead on the mat. Bring it down. Then you're going to lift the right arm and the left leg. Left arm and right leg. Both arms. Bring it down. Both legs. Bring it down. And then if you can, both arms and both legs. Lovely. Then just make a pillow with your hands. Bring one ear to your hands. And breathe. Come back to that nice, smooth breath. Great. So now we're going to come back to seated. So we're going to bring our hands underneath our shoulders, curl the toes, push ourselves up, and then bring yourself round into your seat. We're going to take our strap. We send the right leg out long. The left foot can be tucked in, or you can keep it out a little bit wider if that is more comfortable. You can wrap your strap, belt or scarf or towel, anything you've got around your foot. Now, if you don't have anything, that's absolutely fine. All you need to do is inhale your arms into the air, gazing at your toes, exhale, fold at the hips, and then just plant your hands wherever they get to. So if you get to here, that's absolutely fine. If you reach your foot, that's absolutely fine. If you want to take a gentle bend in the knee to enable you to keep your spine long rather than curled, do that. So you can either grab hold of your toes, or you can just plant your hands on the mat. Foot's flexed and you're gazing at the toes. So there's nothing kind of rounded or curled over here. You've got your strap. You're going to take hold of your strap at about knee level. Inhale, sit up tall. And again, take that tiny micro bend in the knee rather than lock it, if that helps. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, draw yourself forward, gazing at the toes. And feel that in the back of the leg. The shoulders are down away from the ears. And then come all the way up. Bring both feet into the strap. Swing your legs out in front of you. Pull on the straps again. Again, if you don't have a prop, doing the same thing, reaching up and forward, either taking hold of your feet or planting your hands down wherever they reach. And gazing forward with the feet flexed. You've got your strap, you're going to inhale, sit up tall. Exhale. Again, elbows go wide as you fold at the hips and draw yourself forward. If you need that tiny bend in the knee, you can do that. And just gaze at the feet. If you can feel it in the back of the legs, that's great. You come all the way up. Take the strap over to your right foot, send it out. Again, you can tuck that foot in or just rest it in front of you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, take the elbows wide. Tiny micro bend in the knee if you need it. Gazing at the toes. And come on, all the way up. Lovely. We'll come back to our strap. In a second, we're going to move on to our backs and we'll use it there. You're going to take your legs out in front of you and rest your hands gently behind you or kind of out to the side, but a little bit further back. You're going to flex the feet and you're going to lift that right leg and lower. Lift the left leg and lower. Lift the right leg again. We're going to pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Lift the right leg and rotate the ankle. Left leg, rotate the ankle. Lovely. Sit up tall. Hug that right knee in. Wrap your arms right round it. Flex that left foot. Sit up nice and tall. Release. Hug the left leg in. Flex that right foot. Sit up nice and tall. Lovely. Then you're going to bring those hands back again. Bend the knees. And just windscreen wiper the knees from side to side. Just do that for a few more breaths. You might find that you start to shuffle forward as you do it. You start to travel. It's okay, you can just bring yourself back. Lovely. So from here, we're going to come down onto our backs. So we'll just slowly lower ourselves down. That's great. So first thing we'll do is we'll come back to the strap. So if you don't have your strap again, you'll take your right leg into the air and you can just take hold of the leg either behind the thigh or the calf, whatever works for you. Elbows wide. And as we draw our strap in, you'll just draw the leg towards you. You've got your strap. You'll take hold of either side again, about knee level. And we'll all inhale together. And as we exhale, we'll draw our leg towards us. If you've got your strap, the elbows go wide. If you want an extra bit of a challenge, you might want to gently raise the head and shoulders. But don't worry if not. And then slowly lower. Send the opposite foot into the strap. Inhale. Exhale. Elbows go wide as you draw that leg in towards you. Again, you might want to lift the head and shoulders up off the mat, but you don't have to. Lovely. Right foot back in the strap. And you're going to take hold of the strap with just your right hand, left hand on the mat. If you don't have your strap, you're just going to support the leg with your right hand. And you're going to send the leg as far out to the side as it will go. And we're not kind of rolling over with it here. That knee supporting knee stays exactly where it is, and you can gaze up at the ceiling. And then come on back. Take it to the opposite side. And send that leg out. So mine's not going to go very far today because I've got a wall in the way. What I will do is try and take it a little bit higher off the wall. And I'm going to stay with the breath. And then coming back to center, removing the strap. Sending it to one side. So from here, you're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee. Arms down by your side. So there's a few options. We're going to move through a few different options in this posture. So you can use the left hand to draw that knee away from you, intensify the stretch. In this posture, you can stay still, or you can take a gentle rock from side to side, just massaging your tailbone into the mat. The next option is to lift that right foot. And again, draw that knee away from you. You can hold still here, or you can take that rock from side to side. And then the final option is to reach through, grab behind that thigh, or even over the shin. And just hug it in or take that rock. And then release. Just whimsically wipe those legs from side to side. And then we'll take it over to the opposite side. So again, crossing the right ankle over the left knee, you can draw that knee away from you and hold still. Or you can take that gentle rock. Next option, lift that foot, feet are flexed here. Again, either hold still or take the side to side. And the final option is to reach through behind the thigh or over the shin. Really hug the thigh in. Lovely. And then release. Bring the feet to the mat. And you're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Open up the knees. And you can either rest the hands on the belly or just on the inside of the thighs. Or even down by the side. And just breathe here. See with every breath if you can, with every exhale, if you can take the knees a little wider. And then draw the knees together. So you're going to walk your heels in towards you, arms down by your side, palms flat on the mat. And here you can choose to either take a gentle pelvic rock, where you just kind of rock your pelvis back and forth. Don't even need to lift your body up off the mat like this. You can just kind of do it very gently. Or alternatively, if you'd like to, we can press into the feet, lift the hips up into the air, into bridge. Try to find the softness in this posture, just relaxing the body. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. You're going to send the left leg long. Hug that right knee in towards you. Hug it right all the way in as far as you can. And then release the left arm, and with the right hand, you're going to draw that knee out to the side. Gazing up at the ceiling. And then releasing the right hand, you're going to reach over with the left hand and draw the knee over the body. Keep your gaze to the right if that is comfortable, if not, just gaze upwards. And then come back to center. You're going to send that right leg long, hugging that left knee. Flexing the feet. And then release the right arm as you draw that knee out to the side. Reach over with the right hand, release the left arm, draw that knee over the body. Take your gaze to the left or just gaze up at the ceiling. And back to center. Draw both knees in. And the knees should be about kind of arm's length away from you. You can keep the hands rested gently on top of the knees, or you can just release the arms. We're just going to make circles with the knees. One way, and then the other. Then we're going to send the legs up into the air, feet together. You can imagine we've got like crayons on the ends of our toes, and we're going to draw circles on the ceiling. One way, and then the other. You might want to try and draw the figure 8. You really feel that in your core. And then backwards, figure of 8. Lovely. And then send the right leg down. Keep the left leg up, but you're not going to touch the floor with your right leg. When it almost gets there, you're going to send that back up. Take the left leg down. We'll do that again a few more times. Smooth with the breath. Lovely. And then last time, both legs meet up in the air, and then you're going to draw the legs down to the mat for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. And just take a breath here. Lovely. And draw the knees in. Take the arms out to the side in a T shape. And bring both knees over to the the right, and take your gaze to the left. And then take it to the opposite side. And then back to center. Send the legs out long, send the arms up overhead. You can walk the hands or swoop the hands over to the top right corner of the mat. Walk the feet over to the bottom right corner of the mat. You might want to cross the left ankle over the right ankle. And take hold of the left wrist with the right hand. And stretch. Just enjoy that full body stretch that runs right through your side body. We'll release, come through center. When we get to center, we'll take a full body stretch. And then we'll take it over to the left. So you might want to take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Across the right ankle over the left. And then take that stretch. And come back to center. So I think we've got time. Yeah, we've got 5 minutes. Before we come into our full relaxation, we'll have a little treat. We'll come into a supported bridge. So to come into supported bridge, you're going to need either a block or a pile of cushions or pillows. So I'm going to use a block with a cushion on top. You can just pile up a couple of, like a couch cushion or some pillows, whatever you've got handy. You could even use a book with a folded blanket on top. Anything that'll just raise you slightly up off the mat. So you're going to come to lie back down. And what you want to do is position your cushion or block under your bum. And you might prefer to do this from a lying down position and just kind of slide it underneath you. And you'll know when it's in the right place. It'll just feel right, comfortable. And then from here, you're going to send the legs out long. So you'll see our body is now in a natural curve. So we're in a back bend, gentle back bend, gentle bridge, but we're not having to do anything about it. And if it's more comfortable for you to bend the knees here, that's fine. I just find it feels a lot more comfortable with my legs extended. And then just relax the arms. Close the eyes. If for any reason you don't feel up to a supported bridge today, just lie down on your back and you can get a head start on the rest of us in Shavasana, relaxation. Remembering here to stay with the breath. Making those exhales just a few counts longer than your inhales. So just one more minute here. And then slowly and carefully remove your props from underneath you. If you're really comfortable here, then feel free to stay here. If you're ready to come down, grab whatever socks, blankets, pillows, cushions you might need just to get comfortable in your relaxation. So you can have your legs all the way out, or if it's more comfortable for you, take the feet wide, bend the knees and just knock the knees together. That feels really good sometimes. Arms down by your side, palms facing upwards. If you've got your legs out, just let the feet fall to the side, legs slightly apart. And with the eyes closed, just start to take your attention inwards again to the breath. And I'm going to sit up so you can hear me a little bit more clearly, but just stay exactly where you are. And start to notice all the parts of your body that are in contact with the mat. See if you can soften and settle them in a little further. So use your exhale. Just bring that wave of calm over the body. Keeping with that nice, smooth, long breath. And we'll start to focus on parts of the body as they start to relax. So just be guided by my voice as we focus on the feet relaxing. The soles of the feet and the toes. ankles, calves and the shins, the knees and the thighs, the hips and the waist, relax. The lower body is relaxed. The stomach and the chest relax. Shoulders, the upper arms, the lower arms, the elbows and the wrists, palms of the hands and the fingers and thumbs. The lower back and the upper back relax. The neck, the jaw, the cheekbones, the forehead, the eyes and their sockets, and the crown of the head completely relax. Your entire body relaxes. As you inhale for 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you start to come back to awareness, just start to notice the sounds around you, the temperature of the room, and take some gentle movement in the body. So wiggle the fingers and toes, take a gentle stretch. And in your own time, just make your way up to a comfortable seated position with your hands in prayer at the heart. Just bow the head and just take a moment to thank yourself for giving yourself the time to practice this morning. Raising the gaze. Namaste. Thank you so much for a lovely practice. I'll be back next week. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.